Today I'm going to show you how to make these. They're very simple to make. Anybody can make them, and it doesn't take very long to make. You can make 12 maybe in a day, maybe 15. But first off, we're going to start off with a stencil. So I'm going to show you how to do that. The stencil is 10 inches by 10 inches. And the points are 2 inches apart. 2, 2, 2, 2. You turn it the other way. They're all around 2 inches apart. 2 inches, 2 inches, 2 inches, 2 inches, and 2 inches. So it's a 10 by 10. Then you're gonna place your fabric. This is a 10 by 10 piece of fabric. You're going to place the stencil over the top of your fabric. And you're going to square it off right there, all the way around. And then you're going to mark your points. You're going to mark all your points with a marker, a pen. I use a pen. And once you have them all marked, you're going to have little 4 marks there, 2 inches apart. And then you're going to put it all together, and you're going to have your bow. Then you're going to sew all these 4 points right here, bring them together with a thread like this. You're going to thread it up. You're going to pull the thread so that it comes together like this. And you're going to do all 4 points to look like this. So when you finish tying it all together, always make sure and leave a little piece of like ½ inch of a string of a thread. And when you finish, you're going to have something like this. It's going to have all 4s. I have a little square right here. I'm going to turn it around. I'm going to put these together. Put them right like this. And take the other side. I'll put it like this. You're going to do that to all 4 sides. You're going to have this. You see how it's starting to come out? Right like that. I'm going to do all 4 sides. I'm going to do all 4 sides and I'll show you how it comes out. Okay, now here is the finished piece right here. Not finished completely. But I have put in the pins right here on all 4 sides. And you're gonna take it, you can measure it, adjust it by yourself. You're gonna adjust it and make sure that the measurement comes out just right. 5½ inches all the way around. You turn it around. You're gonna have this. It's not finished yet. But right there where you have it pinned on all 4 sides, you're going to hand stitch right there. You're going to hand stitch on all 4 sides. Yeah. And if you decide that you're going to want to keep this design right here, then you're going to take this 4 points right here And you're just going to stitch them right here, right at the very point, right there. And the design right there is going to keep, it's going to stay right there, like that. That's your 5.5 inch block right there. If you decide that you want to go further, then, let me pull this out. Right here. See how I pulled it out from there? I'm going to bring it in together like this. And you're going to stitch right those 4 points right there. You're going to stitch them right there. And you're going to have your finished item right here. That's it right there. And again, it's already a finished block. 5.5 inches. Five and a half inches all the way around. Squared is going to be 5.5 inches. And there's your 5.5 inch quilting block. And to make this 5.5 inch quilting block, let me show you. Your target size, 5 inches. This is the one I made today. The finished target size block is a 5 inch. So for the flower I add 3 inches. For the fold I add 1 inch. For the seam allowance I add 1 inch. And add up all those together, makes 10 inch. So I'm going to cut fabric 10 inch by 10 inch. And my finished block size is going to be 5.5 inch by 5.5 inch with seam allowance. So if you wanted to make 8 inch block, you're going to add 3 inches for the flower, 1 inch for the fold, 1 inch for the seam allowance, 13 inch. You cut your fabric 13 by 13, and your finished block size 8.5 by 8.5 with seam allowance included. And it doesn't really take that long to make them. You can have this design, or you can have this design. Any block size that you want. Just make sure and include the seam allowance, that 1 extra inch. And that's it. I hope this was very informative. Comments, welcome. Please, if you have any questions. Thank you.